I
but
get it. I understand.
yeah, it was
It'll
just
get
a
better.
hectic.
It will get better.
Yeah,
You guys, yeah, when we're done with all this, it's going to be like, wow, things are a lot easier now.
yeah. I hope so because I don't know. I feel like it's too weird to just keep going like the year like this.
Yeah. Hey, not a problem. We'll figure it out. I'm talking to Denise. How you doing? Good. Liliana, do you ever get a egg mass at all?
Yeah, now I just gotta do the calculation for it to put in the spreadsheet.
Okay. I'm going to show the spreadsheet as is today, but we'll plug yours in. Do you mind if I don't put the projector on today? You okay with not the projector? Okay. No, put it on. Gael, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, today I'm going to go backwards a little bit. I'm figuring we're in good shape. We don't do this very often, but I'm going to go through, I want to go through the stuff that's on the test, which we're supposed to have tomorrow, believe it or not, quiz, I guess. It's only 14 questions. And I also want to go through the lab, which is supposed to be due Friday. So this would be a good day to ask lots of questions. That's how I want you to participate. Okay? Hi, Jada. Now we got Rebecca on there. Thank you. So if we don't end up starting the next chapter today, we don't. I just don't want to fall behind, you know. Can I get anybody's opinion on what's going on right now? We crazy busy? How are we feeling about stuff? What's that? Oh. Oh, it is 12:05. We're going to go ahead and get started then.
All right, I'm here. Why do we still have this? Oh, okay.
What's that, Daniel?
Nothing. It's
Oh, I
just
thought
that
something. Okay.
I still had the napkin from lunch.
Oh, okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm going to go backwards a little bit. If we don't get the next chapter started today, it will be your fault because you're going to ask that many questions. I realize you guys are real busy, so we're supposed to take the quiz tomorrow on enzymes, and the lab is supposed to be due Friday, so I'm going to try to help you with that stuff first. Okay, but that means you guys got to ask questions. All right, that's a good way to participate today. All right, are we good with free energy? It's going to ask you on the test tomorrow about free energy. Free energy is the energy available to do work. Did we know that?
Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
Sure. Free energy, delta G, is the energy available to do work. And the reason it's distinguished is because you always have to subtract entropy. Entropy is usually heat. It's a form of energy that the plants can't use. You taking that home for somebody? You okay in here? You good? Do you want me to go in the other room? You sure? Okay. So we have to take total energy and we got to subtract entropy. I'll go in the other room. I don't want to bug you in here. Hang on, guys. I'm going next door. No worries. All right. So question on your test. When glucose is converted into carbon dioxide and water, what's delta H, what's delta G, and delta S going to be? Talk it out here.
Let's see.
Ugh.
It starts.
I didn't hear you. Say it again.
Let's see. Glucose is converted to that. So it
Are we breaking the vase?
you're breaking it.
Yeah, we're breaking the vase. So delta G and delta H are going to be negative. What about entropy? Are we going to have more disorder when we're done or less disorder?
More.
We're going to have more disorder.
Mm-hmm.
So delta G is going to be negative. Delta H is going to be negative. Delta S is going to be positive. I didn't put the deltas in. I'm sorry.
Wait, so H is the original energy?
Yeah, the total energy, like the gas from your car, you get only about 20% to actually drive your car.
Wait, so the total energy would be negative?
Yeah, that was the one you guys had trouble with because free energy, it's you either use it or you lose it. So it's negative. If I glue the vase back together, we always understand that's a positive delta G, right? But the negative is because we got to use it up. All right, Daniel's off the hook today. I'm looking for somebody else on the next question to answer it. Yeah.
Mr. Chamberlain?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
So delta H would only be positive if it's being used. So like when you're putting the vase together, then that's you kind of using it. So
I like it all, except I wouldn't use the word used. I'd say it's being stored. If we glue the vase back together, delta G and delta H would be positive because now there's more energy afterwards. The vase is glued together.
okay, thank you.
And Mr. 2?
Yeah.
So delta G and delta H, they would always have the same sign?
They do. That's a good way to cheat. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They will be the same sign.
So it can never be like if this is a multiple choice question on the AP test, like
Yeah.
B and the last two would just be, we can already eliminate that just without.
Yep. I would say that's a safe bet. Yep. That's good. Everybody understand that? Don't let me go on if it doesn't make sense, right? If you got a question, I'm sure somebody else does too.
Mr. Treveline, and so then
Who's talking right now, Denise?
Denise, yeah.
Okay.
So then going off of like what Daniel said,
Yeah.
then S would have to be opposite of G and H, wouldn't it?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever delta S is, delta G and H are going to be the opposite.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is it raining? Oh my God.
All right, how about this one? Somebody else give me this one now. According to the first law of thermodynamics, it's okay if you get it wrong, just participate though. First law of thermodynamics. What do we know? You don't have to write these down. I think most of these are on your practice test anyway. Want me to call on people or somebody want to try?
Can I try?
Please, thank you.
Okay, so would it be C?
Total amount of energy is conserved. That is the first law. Letter C. Any questions on that one? All right, somebody different now. What you'll find would decrease entropy. Now, again, you really got to think about this. When I say decrease entropy, it's almost a double negative, isn't it? It does mean we're putting the vase together. We're decreasing the disorder, if you will. Huh? So we're putting stuff together. Somebody out there, tell me which one they think on this one would be decreasing entropy, where we're gluing the vase together.
Take a guess?
Please. Who's this? Denise again?
Kristen. No,
No,
Kristen.
Oh, Kristen. Good. Yes, please.
Would it be condensation synthesis or no?
That's right. We're removing water to make something. Excellent job. Right? All those other ones, hydrolysis, respiration, digestion, and catabolism, are all breaking things down. They would have a negative delta G. Condensation synthesis is what we talked about in the last chapter when we joined amino acids together to make proteins, when we joined carbohydrates, glucose molecules together to make polysaccharides. That is condensation synthesis. Nice job. Anybody questions? Kristen's off the hook. All right, somebody different on this one now. This is the second law of thermodynamics. Whenever energy is transformed, there's always an increase in what?
Energy?
What's that? I didn't hear you.
In the energy of the universe? I don't know.
Yeah, what kind of energy though? You're close. Not free energy, because that's energy to do work. It's coming off as heat.
Oh, the
Entropy.
Entropy,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And that's the second law of thermodynamics. Anytime you go from potential to kinetic, you almost lose 80, 90% of it to energy. To heat. That's what entropy is. Remember when we made our food chains and we couldn't make them more than about 4 organisms long? We said that 90% of the energy is lost when you go from one organism to the next. Technically not lost, right? But released in a form that you can't use. All right, I'm still not happy with what we're doing on the essays. So I want you to take a minute and go through these and see what we can do. Again, if they ask us to design an experiment like they do in part B there, we should be smiling ear to ear, right? Because we know exactly what they want. Agreed?
Relate the chemical structure of enzymes.
Take a few minutes, figure that out.
Only B?
What's that?
Just B or
No, do the whole thing. Like I said, I'm taking the time for this. I'm assuming we're swamped and we're busy and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to help you out as much as I can. Again, I'm just not happy with as much as we're writing, which is typical. But I want to spell it out. How come I can't do the breakout rooms? I was going to put you guys in breakout rooms. Maybe not. All right. Well, we just got to talk it out then. Give me some ideas here. What are you going to have in your experiment? Liliana, have I heard from you yet? Liliana. Lily. You can answer any part, A, B, or C. What do you got for me? Can't hear you. All right, come back to her. How about Gael? What do you got for me? Tell me something about enzymes you know. Either part A, B, or C. Nobody around here today? Am I on mute or something? Gael, you there?
I texted you in the chat because like
Oh,
it's kind of
I'm
loud in
sorry.
my.
I didn't check the chat. Thank you. Sorry. You're right. I told you to do that. My bad. Is that what you did too, Liliana? Why can't I find that now? Man, my thing's all screwed up here today. All right, how about Rebecca? Can you give me something, Rebecca?
I honestly don't really get it. Like,
Okay,
if we had an example, that'd be great because I don't really understand.
sure, I understand, but give me something you know about enzymes. Answer part A. This is typical, guys. This is a typical question where you're like, oh my God, what are they looking for, right? But what do we know about enzymes? Enzymes are proteins, right? We write that down. We don't focus on the things we don't know. We focus on the things we do know. All right, let me see if that's going to work.
Do we join the breakout room?
Do we go?
I'm trying to here, yeah. Then we can talk in those, then we'll come back. Sorry, I'm trying my best here.
Hello.
All right, good. I got you guys in here. What do you get? What else are you going to tell me? Enzymes are proteins. What else can you tell me? What's their shape? What experiment did we do on enzymes? What's going on here? You guys there? Rebecca, are we doing any better?
I guess.
Yeah. What'd you guys do in your lab?
Yeah, isn't this like the exact same experiment?
It is the exact same experiment.
Yeah.
You can use your enzyme in your substrate. What'd you do, Rebecca? Do you remember?
Well, I used like the pH levels.
Sure.
And then
So you're lucked out. You got the exact experiment, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what would you do?
I would like find all of the pHs and set them out. And
So you manipulate that variable. You just got yourself a point. Liliana, how about you? What would you do?
In my experiment,
Yep. We manipulated
changed
the
the
one
temperature.
variable. We changed the pH, right?
hmm
What else would you do? What about all the other variables?
well, the one that I did was temperature.
Good. Well, that's okay. Same idea. What would you do? Would you keep temperature the same if you're testing pH?
We
What do you
would,
think?
wouldn't we?
Yeah, right? We got to make sure temperature's the same, volume's the same. How are we going to quantify our data? Which enzyme did we use? Which substrate did we use? You guys think about that. Help each other out. I'm going to go see the other room real quick.
Mhm. So let's see.
Keep
So what
talking.